Get ready to boost your portfolio. For explosive TSX stock signals just triggered, let's dive in and uncover the opportunities on this June 5, 2026 market update. We're kicking off our analysis of 4 key TSX stocks, and first up is DFY.TO, which has just flashed a very intriguing signal, a moving average golden cross, accompanied by a significant volume surge. This is a powerful combination that's definitely worth a closer look. The stock is currently trading at $68.49. The moving average golden cross is a bullish signal that suggests the stock's short-term momentum is gaining traction, and with the current price, we're seeing a strong uptrend. The Relative Strength Index, or RSI, is sitting at 52.8, which puts it squarely in neutral territory, neither overbought nor oversold. This suggests that there's still room for momentum to build, and the recent volume surge of 93.9% tells us that investors are becoming increasingly convinced about the stock's potential. The volume surge is a key indicator of investor conviction, and it's a great sign that we're seeing this kind of activity. This unusual volume activity could be a sign of institutional interest, as larger investors often move markets with their significant trades. It's definitely worth keeping an eye on, as it could be a leading indicator of further price movement. Recent estimates of intrinsic value on the TSX have highlighted a few key stocks, including DFY.TO, which is looking increasingly attractive to investors. This is likely contributing to the recent surge in interest, and it's something we'll be keeping a close eye on. Viewers should watch for further signs of momentum building, and keep an eye on key levels of support and resistance. The stock's ability to hold its current price will be crucial in determining its next move. Now let's move on to our next pick. We're taking a closer look at Canadian Apartment Properties REIT, trading on the TSX as CARUN, which has just triggered a very interesting signal, the MA Golden Cross with a significant volume surge. This is a great opportunity to dive into the technicals and see what's driving this move. The MA Golden Cross is a powerful bullish indicator, and when combined with a volume surge, it's definitely worth paying attention to. Currently, the stock is trading at $34.95, with an RSI of 70.9, which puts it in overbought territory, suggesting that momentum is strongly in its favor. The RSI being above 70 indicates that the stock might be due for a pullback, but the volume surge of 37.7% tells us that investors are highly convicted in their buying decisions. This volume surge is a strong indicator of investor enthusiasm, and it's something we'll be keeping a close eye on. The volume change we're seeing here is quite unusual, and it might signal that institutional investors are taking notice of this stock. A 37.7% increase in volume is not something you see every day, and it could be a sign of bigger things to come. Recent news has been discussing how Canadian Apartment Properties REIT's pricing may be reflecting the broader interest in real estate investment trusts due to interest rate changes, and this could be a major factor in the stock's current move. This interest rate environment is creating a lot of buzz around REITs, and CARUN is no exception. Viewers should watch for whether this stock can continue to push higher, and what key levels it needs to hold to maintain its momentum. A break above its current highs could be a very bullish sign, so we'll be keeping a close eye on that. Now let's move on to our next pick. We're taking a closer look at SES.TO, a stock that's caught our attention with a MACD bullish crossover, accompanied by a significant volume surge. This signal suggests a potential shift in momentum, and we're excited to dive deeper. The current price of $21.35 per share is an important level to watch. The MACD bullish crossover indicates a bullish trend, and with the Relative Strength Index, or RSI, at 39.7, we can see that the stock is in neutral territory, neither overbought nor oversold. This suggests that there's still room for momentum to build. The volume surge of 87% is particularly noteworthy, as it tells us that investors are becoming more convicted in their buying decisions. A surge in volume like this can be a powerful indicator of a trend reversal. This volume change is unusual and could signal increased interest from institutional investors, who often drive large volume movements. The fact that we're seeing such a significant increase in volume suggests that investors are taking notice of this stock and are starting to build positions. Recent news about Scotiabank lowering its price target on a similar company has raised eyebrows, but it doesn't seem to be impacting SES.TO's outlook. In fact, this could be a buying opportunity for those looking to get into the sector. The fact that SES.TO is holding steady despite this news is a positive sign. Viewers should watch for a break above $22 per share, which could confirm the bullish trend. Key levels to watch include the 50-day moving average, which could provide support for the stock. Now let's move on to our next pick. We're looking at Chartwell Retirement Residences, trading on the TSX under the symbol CSHUN, and it's flashing a very interesting signal, a MACD bullish crossover, accompanied by a significant volume surge. This is a technical indicator that suggests a potential shift in momentum, and it's definitely caught our attention. As we dive deeper, we see the stock is currently trading at $21.44. The MACD bullish crossover is a strong signal, indicating that the stock's momentum is turning upward. With an RSI of 62.5, we're still in neutral territory, but leaning towards the upper end, suggesting that momentum is building. The current price is $21.44, and the volume surge of 34.3% tells us that investors are starting to take notice. This volume increase is a sign of conviction, and it's likely that we'll see more investors jump on board if the trend continues. The RSI is not yet in overbought territory, which is a good sign, as it leaves room for further upside. This volume change is unusual activity, and it might signal that institutional investors are starting to take a closer look at Chartwell Retirement Residences. A volume surge like this can be a sign of a larger trend emerging. There's been some concern recently about earnings troubles, which may be a sign of larger issues for the company. This could be a make or break moment for Chartwell, and investors are watching closely to see how they respond. Viewers should watch for a continuation of this trend, and key levels to watch will be the stock's ability to hold above $20. A break above $22 could signal further upside. That wraps up our final pick for today. Don't forget to subscribe for daily TSX signals. Thanks for watching NorthFlow Finance. Subscribe for more, and remember, this is not financial advice. Do your own research.